Hey guys, so this is Duncan. This video was all taken today and I didn't actually cut anything out of it. I just kind of left it raw and unedited, and we're just gonna let you kind of see how Duncan rolls here. Duncan is a 8-year-old Tennessee walking horse gelding. He's registered. His papers are in his album, the picture of them. His registered name is the Outlander. He is built like a truck. I haven't actually sticked him. I want to say he's probably about 14, 315 hands. And he's very, very thick. He's a really nice, sturdy sized horse. Got a great build. He really gets under himself, knows how to use his back end and his body really well to move. He's incredibly smooth. So as I start out this video, we're just kind of putzing in the round pen, and I have to apologize. I do not have my helmet on. It was after this video that I realized I didn't put it on. So I do normally ride with a helmet. I do suggest I was riding a horse in a helmet. So that was my bad. I'm sorry. I had a hat on. It felt like my helmet. So I apologize for that. But anyways, so this is just kind of his regular walk here. I'll get him up into his flat walk. So this would be like gear 1. And he's got several gears and they're all smooth. He's super fun to ride. We don't push him super hard right now. He does have shoes on all 4. Those will get pulled on Tuesday just because it's kind of slippery. And he'll have better traction when we pull those shoes. But here's his flat walk. We're going to get up into that. He does know how to collect and round himself beautifully. There it is. Took him a second to get there, but he does know the cues. He's definitely a fancy broke horse. He's got all the buttons, knows how to move off your leg. He collects really well. He rounds out really well. He'll side pass, he'll shoulder in, he'll do haunches in, he'll do everything you ask. Very, very well, classically trained horse. So this is gear 2. This is his flat walk. Very nice flat walk, ground covering gait, and he likes to move out. He is a horse that needs an experienced rider. You'll see in this video that he'll do something before I really even ask for it. He'll read your mind. Here I switched to 2 hands so that I can bring him up into that gear 3. Got a little bit more connection with his mouth. There it is. Super smooth. This is a really, really fun to ride horse. We've had a lot of fun with him during his eval. He can really cruise, and he likes to cruise. He is a horse that wants to cover ground. The tougher the terrain, the better he does. He likes a job. He is a tank. He loves to be with people. He loves to be doted on. He loves to be messed with. He's super fun. Here I'm asking him for a canter. I didn't quite get it there. There, we got it. He falls out of it a little bit, and I think it's because I'm working against him. But he does have a beautiful rocking chair canter. He's very, very comfortable. Notice I just keep a little bit of contact with his mouth. He likes that. He works really well. If you have a little bit of contact, he likes to feel where you're at. Comes right back down out of that into a beautiful gait. There is no bounce on this horse, man. He is just smooth. Super fun gelding. He's got a lot of power beneath him. This horse has been trailered all over the country. He's trail ridden by himself and in groups. He likes to go. I would not suggest him for a beginner, even intermediate rider. He needs somebody who knows what they're doing, because if you're not comfortable with your body and comfortable giving cues, like here, I asked him to collect first, and you can very visibly see I'm asking him to back up with my legs. My hands are not moving. He knows your cues. When I asked him to stop, I didn't pull back with my hands. I simply exhaled. And you'll see that again later in this video where I exhale, but I don't have my seat down and he sends me forward. He is a horse that can read your mind. He's incredibly smart, extremely fun to ride. So would recommend him for an experienced rider who wants a horse with an excellent handle and wants to cover some ground. He'd be super fun for trail obstacle challenges, mountain riding, extreme trail riding, some endurance riding. I think that he'd really like to get out and just cover ground. So here's that gear 2 again. He gets up into that nice little flat walk and pops right into a lope. His canter is to die for. Super, super comfortable. You could ride that all day, and he likes doing it. Super fun gelding. Here, ask him to come back down to gear 3, and then ask him right back up into that slow lope, and he transitions beautifully. He has had a lot of work in his handle department. He has a beautiful handle, so you have to know what you're doing with your body on him. Here, I exhaled without having my seat down, right there. He has a nice stop. He'll do what you want him to do when you think it. So you have to know what you're asking for. There, I'm asking him to back up with my seat again, and he does it beautifully. My seat and my legs, I just walk him backwards. He moves beautifully off your leg. Here, I'm just going to set him up for a side pass. I didn't set him up beautifully going this way. I should have asked him with my leg a little bit further back. You see how his front end gets going ahead of his back end? I should have dropped my leg back a little bit further and communicated better with that, so this is my fault. There, he got it right at the tail end, and then I stopped. I set him up a little bit better on this side for that, and he does it much nicer all the way over. Good boy. Drop my leg further back on that side. Really nice boy. Here I'm asking for just like a little counter bend. Have him to move over to the rail. He knows all of these cues. You can put him wherever you'd like him. He'll move his body in any direction. When you're on the trail, same thing. He likes to move forward on the trail, but we've even found, you know, if he's getting kind of amped up on the trail and wants to go, he still listens to your leg. He'll still move over. He still rounds out. He's still smooth. He will pay attention to what you want. He can get forward, and he really wants to go. He's not a horse that likes to be in the back of a trail ride, and once you're headed for home, he does know that you're headed for home. So you have to be willing to, you know, make sure that he knows what you want and be willing to work with him and around some of those mentality things that he's got going on where he says, I want to get back. And you can say, nope, no, we're going to go do this and go around these trees and stay nice and smooth and calm and comfortable. And he'll do that for you. You just have to be confident enough in your own ability as a rider to keep him there. We have not had a single issue with him. But if you're a rider that doesn't know how to use your body and how to communicate well with your horse, you'd have issues with this one because he's incredibly smart. We've had a lot of fun with him. He is a horse that I would love to spend a lot of time on. I'd love to take him, you know, on endurance rides and that kind of thing. He is a horse that's a lot of fun on a trail. He knows where his feet are. Like I said, the more difficult of the terrain, the better he is. He has no problem stepping over things, going through water. He's not spooky. His owner had a situation with a bike and a cliff in one trail riding situation, and even though the bike could have easily accidentally pushed her off the cliff if he would have spooked, she was able to move him over and keep him where he was supposed to be, and he listened to her leg despite having a biker whiz by him. So very responsive, very, very smart horse. Super fun. Nice big solid feet. No health issues of any kind. Healthy, sound, 8-year-old Tennessee walking horse gelding. Here he's leading. You'll see a little clip of where I put him behind Silver Pony, and I have him follow. He does fine in that situation as well. If you've got a big amped up group, he'll get amped up as well. But he does always listen. Like I said, we've never had an issue with him not responding to the cues that you give him. You just have to make sure they communicate. So again, experienced rider, definitely recommended. Super fun horse. Mandy and I have both ridden him. We've taken him out alone. We've taken him out in groups. We've worked him in the arena. He does well in all situations. He travels well. He drinks well when he's on the road. You don't have to worry about him not drinking from a certain water source. He's very good about that. Easy keeper. He gets along well with the other horses here. Very, very good ground manners. He ties, he cross ties, he trailers, he ponies, and he's been ponied he's been ponied along behind another horse. Just very, very well trained, well experienced 8-year-old horse that likes to cover ground. Silver was being kind of a stinker on this trail ride. He actually launched his little rider a few minutes after this video was taken, so that's why we stopped the video, but Duncan was pretty patient about going behind him. There's Duncan, video number 1. We'll add some more as we go along.